wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Bee, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stacks. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ show.
Yeah, baby, let's do this. It is Thursday, KVJ show. More money is on the way today. Going to be doubling up your paycheck once again. Starting at 9 a.m. this morning, listen up for your name. If you signed up at WRMF.com, call us back in 10 minutes. Bam, paycheck, double. Also, if you refer a friend or family member and they win, you get $500.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's some big stuff. That's reason enough to get up and get going with it today on the KVJ show.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Cause you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, it looks like they might be giving John Mayer one of those late night talk shows. Later with John Mayer has been pitched as a series, and it would be him interviewing musicians, artists, pop stars, cultural figures. It's like an after-hours club for musicians is what they're calling it.
But don't get it wrong. He's going to do a majority of the talking.
He is, and he's going to really let you know what a big fan he is of himself.
Yes.
Here's the thing that's going to happen with that. They're going to come for John Mayer. They already are coming for John Mayer before this was even announced. Social media, the ones that hate him, they don't like him. And they are going to make a big deal about him. Why is he getting an opportunity? He's a dirtbag. Look at his past. I'm telling you, my boy might want to just stick to playing the guitar.
Yeah, so stick around. If you're like me, very intrigued by John Mayer, this could be fun.
I think it'd be good.
Yeah.
But I think the heat's coming. I think hell's coming for him.
John Legend, different John, same sexy, is dealing with, I guess, being labeled the world's sexiest man alive. It must be rough for him.
Did he get voted on that? Was that a...
I think it's a People magazine thing, and they just anoint you and give you the crown and the title and the cover of the magazine. Here he is talking about the struggle.
But it's also more pressure, because if you're going to go around saying the sexiest man alive, then it invites everyone to say, well, I think this person's sexier or that person's sexier. So it's a little more controversial and invites a little more criticism.
I can see how the pressure in the comments.
Totally. I don't know if you were watching Wheel of Fortune, but they gave away their first house ever on the show. I guess for a promotional item, they were giving away one of those Margaritaville condos that Jimmy Buffett was pushing.
Boy, he's really out there doing the work right now.
Yeah.
They had the whole community in Daytona that they built called Margaritaville, and they're selling condos. And they gave one away on Wheel of Fortune, valued at $375,000.
Smart advertising
So
for him.
a sixth grade teacher from California won it.
You notice how the wheel is starting to get in the news like Jeopardy was? They're doing some different things now to get some heat behind their name.
Yeah, I mean, if you make moves like that, it's interesting. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Follow KVJ on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at KVJ Show.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you got on your mind today, Jay Bird?
Well, today I am really struggling with feeling sleepy and drowsy. I mean, I normally have sleep problems.
Right.
And I did struggle last night a great deal, but it's nothing different, you know. But this morning, I am having the worst time not feeling drowsy and sleepy. So
That's what you say, because I kind of feel the same way. Is there a gas leak in here?
I don't know, Virginia. Well, I met Virginia in the parking lot. She looked like she got mugged.
I overslept, and I came in here, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what happened. My whole body clock is off. I don't know. I've been oversleeping and turning off my alarm.
I can tell you overslept by your hair, and just the back of your hair looks like you tried to get away from somebody.
I went to bed last night with wet hair because I took a shower last night. Thank goodness. And so I woke up with this crazy wild hair, and I haven't been able to do anything about it.
Well, yesterday was our Weird and Whatever podcast, and Wednesdays it's a long, weird, kind of a wonky day for me. So my schedule's screwed up. I try to get a little nap in there, so I'm sleeping like 45 minutes here, and then I went to bed at about 9 o'clock last night, 9:30, and then woke up again around 12.
Oh, man.
And haven't been back to sleep, and then like fell asleep for maybe 10 more minutes.
That's tough.
It is. I'm feeling so drowsy, like I'm on a drug of some sort. But I did look up quick ways to get, if you are like me and you're feeling drowsy and you need to get a boost of energy, they're saying get up and move around a lot for at least 10 minutes. You got to get up, walk.
Yeah.
And I tried doing that this morning, and I'm still struggling.
That's it. Some people will get up and if you can do them, do burpees or something like that real quick, because that is something that gets the blood flowing super fast. Having a glass of water or chugging down some water.
They go
also,
water. They say water is better than even coffee.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So these are ways to get your body kind of the natural rhythms going.
But the thing that sucks about the water and some of the things they're recommending, everything they're recommending is more on the front end. I need a quick fix now. The water is great, but that's going to help you in the next day or two.
No, they say that'll get you going like right now. It starts flushing your body with, the fluids that it needs, and doing the burpees right now gets the blood flowing. So a combination of both of those things I've heard.
Okay, because there's a lot of controversy stuff about the water too. And even taking a nap, they say, will help you. So, next dirt.
Yeah, but if you just woke up and you got to go to work, that ain't going to help you now.
That's why I thank God for the dirt coming up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Eat a healthy snack.
Sure. Yeah, there's some foods that you can eat that'll give you natural energy.
Start a conversation to wake up your mind. All right. Cheese. Do you respect it?
And music. They say music. If you play up tempo, I think it's got to be over like 120 beats per minute. But if you play something that you like, music will naturally wake you up too.
Okay, can you give me a little beatbox, Virginia? Make it quick, make it fast, make it hard. Okay. All right, not working. Still, okay, that's enough. Now you're making me drowsy and annoyed.
Being annoyed will wake you up.
I was telling Vicious V, and I know it sounds like I have a problem, but a quick shot of alcohol wakes me up sometimes.
Really?
Yes, because to your point, then you want to put on some music. Then you want to get up and dance a little bit.
And then you blow off work.
And you're dead.
And then you just make it a day-long party.
Yes.
Sounds good to me.
Most people probably should not do a shot before their job.
I'm not sure that would be a recommended path to waking up for most.
The other thing they said, too, is turn up the lights to ease the fatigue.
Okay.
So,
brighter lights, yeah.
Doing it all. I'm still feeling kind of drowsy. So,
okay.
All right.
Yeah, maybe you should do some burpees then. You want to wake up, right?
Oh, my God.
He hates that.
What's on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, we better wake up. Don't we have like a special a meeting with the bosses tonight? We have to have our act together and be on our game. 4 o'clock.
Oh, it's at 4?
I think. Yeah.
Oh, my God. I thought it was at 6:30.
You would have shown up right after we were leaving.
Oh, man, I got to get it together.
Boy, is he late.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
I am off today, my friend.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I woke up at my regular scheduled time.
Yeah.
And I turned my alarm off.
Okay.
And went right back to bed.
Uh-oh.
And then overslept by an hour and 20 minutes.
What's happening to us?
I don't understand why I did that. I did it last week, too. I've never done this before where I wake up and then turn off the alarm.
Did we spend too much mental energy on the fajita woman, the tortilla woman? Did we spend too much? I don't know. I'm exhausted after that.
I spent a lot of energy on TikTok yesterday.
I did too.
And my brain was just so pissed when I went to bed.
I already want to fight TikTok.
I want to fight TikTok.
Virginia had a great video. I don't know if you guys saw it. It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was that, what's it called? The
I'm just a kid challenge.
It was with her and Magnolia. I got to give you a compliment, dog. You look the same to me from 15 years ago.
Right. That was a big comment. Virginia hasn't aged a day.
Who would have thought Botox works?
Yeah, and speaking of which, what is that you sent me, Virginia? Somebody was saying everybody's saying I'm doing Botox now?
Yeah, people on Instagram have been sending me DMs because sometimes I'll post like Kevin's outfit that he's wearing on our Insta story, and people are like, "Oh my gosh, Kevin, when is he going to talk about the fact that he got Botox?"
Yeah, well, she said it like in a sniping manner, like, "Oh, okay, there's the face of Botox."
Baby, don't read the comments.
You're right. I was like, Botox?
Well, don't feel bad. People think that I'm lying about my hair. They think I'm going to a hair club, and then they question why I would pick this hairdo. So don't feel bad, man.
Why would hair club do that to you?
People get, they're like, you're going to hair, don't.
It's not a good commercial for hair club, dude.
Well, I'm like, it's my real hair. Blame God and my parents. They're the ones that made me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just in a tornado this morning.
Me too.
I'm like, what the hell?
I can tell Kevin's off too. All three of us are off.
Well,
It's weird.
It is just odd because I do everything by my day based on energy and being prepared and all that stuff. And so, so on a day where your eyes are a little bit, feel either dried out or tired or whatever, and it's like, I'm getting the right amount of sleep, eating the right stuff, doing all that, then you're just like, okay, well, what did I not do?
Yeah, I meant to grab a cola with caffeine. I grab a cherry 7-Up, no caffeine.
Caffeine free?
Caffeine free?
Yeah.
It's doing nothing but making me fat.
What I got on my mind is this new Netflix feature. It's a shuffle feature called Play Something. I think you were talking a little bit about it, Jaybird. It picks a TV show or a movie based on what its algorithms think that you're going to love. The Shuffle Play feature is designed to help users who struggle with manually scrolling through Netflix menus to find something to watch. I think a lot of us have gotten there. I have the My List, and I'm always even kind of going through that saying, I'm never really going to watch that. I've had shows that have been on there for like over a year now. I'm like, I'm just not going to watch that. So I have to take that off, and I put something new on. But then I'm like, realistically, I can't. There's just not enough time to get to everything they got.
I know this is going to sound dramatic, but there's times where I'll sit down, I'm cozy to get ready to watch something on Netflix, but there's a small bit of dread. I know there's going to be a 20-minute process of me trying to find that one thing I like. I'll go 10 minutes into something, and I don't like it, and I'll start over.
Well, that's the problem with new shows, and that's why they remake so many shows, is they know we're conditioned to that it takes a while for us to really get into a show. It's tough for a lot of shows. And so that's why it's easier if they recreate and do a Cobra Kai or something you're already familiar with. People are more likely to jump in that and give that more of a chance rather than brand new characters and a brand new plot that they don't know.
I was telling our sweet Dennys, with the way we consume everything now, we binge watch these long TV series, these shows that are really all movies. Every episode's a movie. It's kind of made me not love movies as much as I used to. I'm finding myself wanting to go to TV shows more than movies.
You're impatient.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing I love about movies, though, is compared to how they do it with the TV, is you can get the full story in 90 minutes or 2 hours. Whereas you may have, where I jumped into that El Dragon series on Netflix, and I watched 2 seasons and about 40-plus episodes, and then the last 5 minutes, they completely ruined the whole storyline. I'm like, gosh, I wasted a lot of time.
Yeah, on that. I'm not saying they can't make great movies because they do. I'm noticing I'm a huge movie lover. I love movies.
Yeah. I think the movies for a lot of us have probably been downgraded because they haven't made anything for over a year. And so for a lot of people, you just are not as passionate right now about movies. I think they had enough stockpiled TV shows that there's still some stuff coming out. And I think that they can film an episode here and there and keep sliding stuff out to us. So it's not been hit as hard. But yeah, movies. I mean, what have been the really big new movies over the last 14 months that you're just like, that's amazing?
Well, it kind of makes you realize we need the hype. You need the excitement about everyone talking about it to get people all jacked up on it.
Well, and the ones that were supposed to save movies, I think kind of were like the Wonder Woman 84. The only talk about that is just how terrible it is.
I didn't hear one good thing about that.
That was really supposed to save movies. Like that movie was coming out to be like, hey, yeah, remember why you love movies? And then you're like going, you know what? I don't think I like movies.
I think I've seen this movie before.
Yeah. So what Play Something will do is it'll show you a new series or film similar to one that you've watched before. That's not too radically different from what it's already done. 2, an episode or film that you've already watched and may want to watch again if it's been a while. Because like you said, you watch The Office all the time over and over again.
I had to take a break from. I finally got really burned on it. But if you are an Office fan, that thing me and Suits was telling everybody about, where they add in new scenes from.
Yeah, okay.
They just dropped another season on the Super Fans page.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, season 1 is available now.
Okay. And they'll also give you an episode from a show you've started but haven't finished, and it'll pick up where you left off. Now, that's kind of smart because I do have some shows, a Peaky Blinders or whatever, where I think it's season 5 I haven't started watching yet, but time keeps going on. I'm getting distracted by other shows. Then it might be kind of neat to be like, hey, remember, once upon a time, you loved this show. Here's where you were. Do you want to keep watching it? So that's what the features will do.
Is Panda still on that Soprano train?
He does it every once in a while, but I think Panda is more into, he's getting wrestling again.
Good, me too. I'm getting back into wrestling.
He's been watching like Monday night and watching like old clips.
I watched WrestleMania. It was free on the Peacock app. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
How do you know that the person you just met is an a-hole? Sometimes they give you those verbal cues. You ever have that where you just meet somebody and right away you just don't really like them? There's probably a lot of subtle little cues that you have picked up on that you are like, I just don't like this person.
There's a one that macho dudes do all the time, and it's where they have to shake your hand to the point where they're trying to break it and then look at you. Like, dude, I get it. You're stronger. You can kick my ass. You're a man. I got weak-ass hands.
A weak-ass grip.
Terrible grip.
Yeah.
I mean, the over-the-top handshake is... It's a move.
A lot of these are from guys that it is a dominance thing, that for some reason, just as soon as they meet somebody, they need to let them know, be like, hey, I'm more dominant than you. And it's like, dude, step back.
You can give me a firm handshake, but you don't have to crush my hand.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Some of the things that you may have noticed from that dominant dude, there are a couple things. Like that guy someone who says, I just tell it like it is.
Oh.
They are a person who they love to rustle feathers, and they're the kind of person that gets off on trolling people on social media.
Well, just know if you're a person that is always saying, well, I just tell it the way it is, everybody in your life finds you annoying. As soon as you leave the room, they're like, ugh, can he or she ever shut up?
You're not supposed to tell it like it is all the time.
No.
You're supposed to keep a lot of that stuff inside.
Exactly.
And that tight grip handshake guy, he's probably wearing Ed Hardy or Affliction. He's got a lifted truck. He uses nicknames like Bro or Big Guy, and he's got a barbed wire tattoo.
That really all could be one dude right there.
That's pretty much one dude all into one. But they're not all that. I mean, there are things that, other people might do as well. Like that person who gets political immediately when they don't even know you. And they want to drag you into that. It's like, look, you may love fighting with other people about this. I'm not going to partake in a political fight.
I saw that happen in real time with a couple people. I know both people, but they didn't know each other. And the one person starts just talking about voting and the Republicans and Democrats and all this stuff. I was like, damn, dude.
Right away.
Way to clear out a party.
Yeah. There are a couple other things that you know when the person you're talking to and just met is an a-hole. They're the kind of person they will cut you off when you're talking because everything is about them.
What?
Mm-hmm. They always talk about themselves constantly and will dominate a conversation. You ever had that person where they just always interject themselves into a conversation and somehow immediately grab onto it, and now the whole conversation's about them, and then usually their story is incredibly boring
And long.
Yes, and they've just ruined the vibe that was going on in this great conversation you had in the group you were in. Oh man, somebody who immediately starts telling you about somebody else's business.
Oh, yes.
They immediately want to come in and start dropping the tea.
I don't trust that person, but I am listening.
I'd buy them a drink.
Oh, then they really talk.
Right.
Yeah, I'd heard that. They actually broke it down to how much people are gossiping. They say 1 out of every 7 things you say is gossip.
I believe that. It's hard not to gossip because I think it's healthy to gossip on some level. You shouldn't gossip with a bunch of different people, but I think sometimes you have to vent about certain things to some people to get it off of your chest.
Yeah, they say most of the time with the gossip, the goal isn't really to put somebody down. It's just to bond and connect with other people. And then when you have that, common feeling about somebody or you're ranting, then usually that's something that people lean in to hear. They're like, yes.
Oh, that's how friendships are formed right there.
Yeah, Virginia always says, what, if you don't have something nice to say about somebody, come sit next to me?
Yes. It's juicy.
Yes. And how you know the person you just met is an a-hole, nonstop eye contact to the point that you think that maybe they might want to fight you.
That's the same move that the guy with the handshake would do. He's going to squeeze your hand so hard and then look into your soul. Like, yeah, I could beat you. Uh-huh. All right, dude, I get it.
That's it.
It's intense.
It's real intense.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, there you go. So how you know if you do any of these things, stop. It's not good. We're talking about all the interesting little dreams he's been having. Feels like everybody's a little bit groggy here today for whatever reason. And maybe one of those interesting dreams Jaybird's been having is about murdering Dennys.
Oh, no. Not your sweet little Dennys.
Why are you dreaming about murdering Dennys?
Taking him out?
I don't know, man. I get in these weird dreams. Although it's kind of a common thing looking into it.
To murder your friend in your dreams?
It does happen, yeah. It does. It means that you are sensing the end of some kind of a chapter and that you are afraid to confront it. At least that's what some dream analysts think.
The chapter of Dennys.
Well, this was a story on one of my favorite shows growing up, Boy Meets World.
Okay.
Where Corey keeps on dreaming about killing his best friend Sean.
Oh.
Yeah. But it's because he's afraid to lose Sean, I think.
It's kind of like how you had that dream about sleeping with somebody isn't really supposed to be sexual. It has to do with their attributes in that person that you would like to have yourself, and that's how you materialize that in your sleep.
I mean, again, that's what the analysts say. Who knows
right.
if they're wrong or right? But I was looking it up. It's more common than you think, and it doesn't obviously mean you want to kill Sweet Denny, because I love the guy more than anything.
But if somebody confesses to me that they keep dreaming about murdering me, I definitely am going to keep an extra eye on them at all times.
Well, okay, for example, one of the things that happened in the dream was we were driving down this little alleyway, and all of a sudden I just start speeding, and Denny starts getting all upset, and I go, "Watch this!" I hit the brakes, and he flies out of the, and that's how I wake up.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Well, you keep dabbling with these spirits. Let me just throw this out there. Let's say that it's the spirits trying to plant something in your mind and they're messing with you. This would be like what would happen in a horror movie, right, Virginia?
Yeah, and then you get the sleep deprivation.
It's an evil spirit that gets in there and you start dreaming about killing your friend. The next thing you know, it starts to materialize in real life, and you're, for instance, looking and there's like a butter knife that is sitting on the table right next to Denny's, and you're just looking at it and you're getting that thought of like, I could take that and just launch that right into his throat right now.
Or I could just butter him to death.
Yeah, right?
You know what?
That sounds like a much better way to go than knife to the throat.
You're right. I think Denny's days are numbered.
Yeah.
Denny's, you better watch your back.
Yeah. I mean, all he keeps having obsessive dreams about killing you. That would alarm me a little bit.
I've only had two. I've had two, but they were back
Last
to back.
night.
I know you're trying to say, the analysts say, it's no big deal. But if somebody's like, hey, I had another dream where I killed you last night, and this is multiples, I'm like,
It means I love him.
If you're having dreams about killing me, don't tell me.
Oh, I've had a dream about killing you.
It's going to freak me
I had
out.
a dream about killing all of you.
Oh, there's no doubt. Okay. Got some celebrity birthdays out there today. Happy birthday to Uma Thurman, formerly Kill Bill. She's turning 51 today. Andre Agassi is without his mullet, and he's 51.
Again, that story will always blow my mind away. That he was playing in tournaments with a fake mullet wig on.
It's amazing,
and
right?
was worried during the matches. He's not worried about winning the match, Virginia. Worried that his mullet wig's gonna fall off in the middle of the match.
Can you imagine
crazy.
what scandal that would have been?
That's a crazy story.
Michelle Pfeiffer turned 63 today. Daniel Day-Lewis is 64. Jerry Seinfeld now 67. And Willie Nelson is 88.
Happy birthday, Willie.
Right.
I wonder how he's gonna celebrate.
No doubt. Yeah. He doesn't smoke anymore, right? He just does the edibles, supposedly.
Who knows what anybody is doing and if they're telling the truth? Who knows, Kevin?
Okay. Okay, who knows more about what's going on? Can you separate the real from the fake? Because anymore, it's really, really tough to do. I mean, gosh, the world is so confusing. And I feel like the more I read, the more confused I am about the world. That really is it. I'm just like, well, I have to be getting more stupid.
Yeah, everything, all the lines are blurred. I still don't know if that horse was really painting or not. Is that real? Is that fake?
I don't know.
A painting horse?
I don't know anything.
That horse was not painting.
I think it was, man.
No, it wasn't.
I think it was a therapeutic horse.
Dude, you got trick talked.
No, that horse can paint.
So with all the real, with all the fake that is out there, who can separate the real from the fake? We're going to test Virginia versus Dennys here today. We're going to give you a headline. Was this actually a real headline, or did we make this up? Can you separate the real from the fake? Virginia, we'll start with you. One you should know, and a gentleman we just heard, Justin Bieber. Is this a real or fake headline? Walked off stage in Manchester after asking fans to stop screaming. Is that real or is that fake?
That, I think, is real, and he needs to get a grip.
That is real.
Not only is it real, but there's multiple occasions where he yells at his fans for cheering and
I'm trying to sing, and you guys are screaming because they're 14.
He did. He yelled at some 14-year-olds for singing his song.
That's what they do, Bieber. They scream. Get over yourself.
Maybe he didn't get concerts.
He was trying to have a deep moment, when the artists break down and they talk to the crowd, and he was trying to get deep with everybody, and the girls would not shut up in the front. So he goes, guys, I'm trying to have a real moment. Be in the moment. And then he stormed off the stage.
And that's when everybody in the venue needed to grab their purse and leave, because that's the only way to show him.
Okay, Dennys, you got to keep up with Virginia here. Is this real or fake? Columbia Records just signed 3 raccoons to help an upcoming jazz album.
Oh,
Is that real or fake?
It's got to be fake, right?
That is fake, yeah.
You were 100%.
I was scared. I'm trying to think what they could be doing here.
Raccoons play jazz?
Banging on trash cans?
Yeah, let him crawl around a piano or something.
Yeah.
Anything's possible.
You're right.
Real or fake, Virginia? Canadian zoo fined after taking bear out for ice cream. Is that a real or fake headline?
I feel like bears would love ice cream, first off. And there are some stupid people at the zoo who maybe want to go viral.
And Canada's so peaceful. Let's continue. Let's take the bear out.
Let's take them to Baskin Robbins. It'll be okay, eh?
Okay. So you're saying real?
Yeah.
Okay.
What a bad idea.
How did they transport it?
They got fined for it.
They did.
They did get in trouble for
That's
it.
awesome.
Okay, Dennys, what do you think? Real or fake headline? Lincoln the Goat elected mayor of small Vermont town. Real or fake?
Goat?
Mayor Lincoln, but he's a goat. Is that real or fake?
Gosh, I hope that's fake. I'm going to say fake.
Gonna say fake. No,
They
that's
elected
real.
a goat?
Mayor Goat.
Yeah. That's Vermont,
That's awesome.
We got a
He's the
goat for
greatest
mayor.
of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Mayor.
I mean, imagine if we had a goat for the mayor of West Palm. It'd be pretty cool.
Well, how are decisions made?
I don't know.
Like, what do they
Great
do?
question. How are decisions made?
I mean, the only thing you need them to do is say yes or no, and that's the one thing a goat can't do.
Yeah. And look, the mayor just ate a tin can.
It butts its head with its decision.
Yeah.
Real or fake headline, Virginia, Brazilian scientist says attaching leeches to your infected genitals can cure your herpes.
All right. What town is this again? Brazil?
Well, it's a Brazilian
Brazil.
scientist. It's a country.
Okay. It might be a little wonky down there. I'm going to say fact. True. He thinks that you can.
You're going to say it's a real headline?
Yeah.
You're falling apart, Zanicki.
Sorry.
Okay. Dennys, you can tie it if you get this one correct. Harvard University doctor says that smelling your partner's farts may decrease your chances of getting dementia.
It sounds weird enough to be true. It sounds like a study that might happen. Yeah, all right. Let's say true.
Wilson's got you guys in
If
fits.
that were the case, I'm never getting dementia. I'm good.
You're set.
So
I'm
healthy.
so set.
I was kind of hoping that one was true.
So
was
set.
Kevin.
Yes. Be the one good thing to come out of it. Virginia, real or fake headline, woman mistakes town meeting for Donald Trump rally and smears 30 cars with smooth peanut butter in protest.
Oh, so she thought she was getting Trump people, but she got
Yeah, it was just a
Town
regular
council?
old town council.
Wow.
I could definitely see this. Politics have drove people to the brink of nutty. That's a fact.
That is a fact. That's a real headline.
Oops. Oh, this isn't a Trump rally?
Oh, sorry. Peanut butter's expensive.
It is. And that's a lot
Yeah.
of work, too.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And finally, Dennys, real or fake headline. 12-year-old Alabama boy convinces entire city council that he's a zombie looking for brains. Real or fake headline?
Man, I hope that's fake. I'm gonna say fake on that one.
That is fake. 3-2, Vicious V takes the win. Nice job, Virginia. Fun for everybody.
You are a worthy competitor.
Yes, it was fun.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
KVJ Draft today. We got a big draft day going on. The NFL Draft is going on tonight, live in Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh.
It's a big day. I mean, they've been talking, it feels like, for about 8 months about the NFL Draft. It's finally going to happen tonight. So I'm so happy because I can finally watch something that's not talking about draft coverage.
You got any dogs in this race?
I do, yes. I'm pulling big time for the Ohio State Buckeye quarterback, Justin Fields. So if you've been watching all that, they've been really tearing him down for some odd reason. And I'm hoping he goes high tonight in the draft.
Denny wants to go high tonight, too.
He is going to go high tonight. We know that. That's the only thing we don't know if Justin Fields will get high tonight. We know Dennys will. Okay, we're doing for our draft here today the best TV shows from the 2010s. Any show from the year 2010 until 2019 through that. If even one new episode aired in that time span, it will count.
So if someone was in 2007 and it goes into the 2010s, that will count.
Yes, it
All
will.
right, okay.
You get it. You get it, Bird. No
Might as well ask the
stumping you.
might as well ask the questions on the front end just in case I get it and do it wrong.
Yeah, okay. I get you. Okay, I drew an ace. Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
look at you.
Oh,
You draw an
yeah.
ace a lot, man. You need to go to the Kennel Club this weekend.
Got magic hands. That's what it is. Virginia, what you get?
I got a 7.
Okay. All right. Bird.
I got a 3, but it's a strong 3.
Okay. Denny's, what was your card?
I got a 6.
Okay. And what did Suits have in there?
He got a 10.
Suits has a 10. So he'll draw
man, I mean,
second.
This is one of those ones you want to go first. You do not want to go last.
It would help. Okay. This is a tough one, but with the first overall pick in today's KVJ Draft and TV shows from the 2010s, I will go with Breaking Bad.
You
Uh,
son of a
figured that
biscuit.
would get
Breaking
taken.
Bird.
Breaking Bird, gotta knock her off the list, Virginia.
Okay. All right, Virginia is third. Suits is next. Let's pull him up here in the other studios. He's running KVJ TV. Suits, with your first pick, what are you going to go with in today's KVJ Draft?
Well, it ran through 2013. I will take The Office.
Okay.
Oh, he snuck in there.
All right, The Office.
Dang, they took all your
05 through
shows.
2013.
It did.
Yeah, we know, Suits.
Okay, brilliant, Suits. Very
I saw
smart.
Bird going to Google on the camera.
Very smart. Very smart.
He saw me
You know
fact
it.
checking you.
That's a great pick. Great pick. Virginia, what are you going to go with?
I am going to take Modern Family.
Modern Family. Okay. All right. Had a big old successful run.
I love that show.
It's very funny.
Denny's, your first pick in the KVJ Draft. What are you going with?
I think I'm going to go with Veep.
Oh, I just started
Ooh,
rewatching
That
that.
show is so funny.
It is. It's amazing. It does not get the credit it is deserved.
Every character is hilarious. on
Every
that.
character is hilarious. The lines, the writing in it
Oh.
is unbelievable. I love insult comedy. It is the greatest show of all time for insult comedy.
And it hit at the right time, too, because it was right in the smack dab
It was
of just
perfect.
political madness.
yes.
It's really a funny show.
It's a great show. Bird, you got the next two picks in the KVJ Draft. Best TV shows from the 2010s.
All right, I'm going to go with first pick, Parks and Recreation.
Good one.
Okay.
And then I know it gets a lot of hate, but I'm going to still go with it because it gave me a lot of entertainment. I'm going Game of Thrones.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I was torn on that one.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I know that last season sucked, but there was so many good moments in that.
Everything up to the last season was awesome on that show.
I know Virginia hates dragons, but you missed out,
Yeah.
Mama.
Okay. We're back to Dennys with the next pick. What are you going with?
Personal favorite, I'm going to go with Justified. I don't know if anyone saw that, but that's a great show.
Just like that, Dennys lost the tournament.
There were a lot of lists that are ranking the best shows from the 2010s. Put that in there.
It's such a good show if
yeah.
anyone ever checks it out.
What did it air on? What platform?
I think it was on, originally, it's on Amazon right now. If you have
It is,
Amazon
okay.
Prime, you can watch it from season 1 onward. I think originally it was on like Spike TV or something.
Wow.
Are you able
Okay.
to give the synopsis in 3 seconds or less of what it's about?
So what's cool is it has local ties. It's a police officer.
Time's up.
Oh, damn. You shut the kid down.
right like that. I see how it is.
Damn.
I'm glad Kevin joined me, though.
I knew where you were going with it.
It was a group tackle.
Yeah,
It was.
Yeah, we were. We'll get back to it here in a second. Virginia, what is your pick?
With my second pick, I am going with Lohan Beach Club. Just kidding.
I watched
like,
every
what?
minute
That
of it.
show was insane.
I was a fan, unfortunately.
Wow.
I was a reluctant fan.
I was there for every episode, but I was there as I know it's a joke.
Yes.
I get
Yeah.
it. I get
Okay.
it. I want Top Chef.
Top
I
Chef.
love that show.
That's going to do well.
That's a good one.
I watch it religiously after, how many umpteenth, 16 or 17 seasons.
okay.
I still love it.
All right. We got Suits. What is your next pick in the KVJ draft?
I am going to go with, so we can do Netflix shows, that's good, or does it have to be on TV?
No, it's yeah.
It can be Netflix.
Yeah, it's anything that wouldn't
All right,
be a movie.
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
Yeah.
You got too cute.
Okay.
Google Gary in there got too cute.
Think so, huh?
Show.
Okay. I got the next two picks. I'm gonna go with Mad Men. And I am also going to go with it is
It's
a
that third-
coin
third one's
flip.
The
tough.
third one, man, it's always the toughest.
Sometimes it gets personal, sometimes it
does.
doesn't.
Don't blow
Always
it. Don't
the
blow it.
third, You're right. I'm gonna go with. 'Cause I loved it. I'm gonna go with The Americans. So that'll be my three. Suits. What is your third and final pick?
Google Gary will take The Walking Dead.
Okay.
Google Gary.
All right. Suits has got his team together. Virginia, your final pick.
Am I allowed to take The Real Housewives? Or do I have to be specific on
You'd
what
have to say,
city?
I think a season. Yeah.
Cities.
Which city?
Okay, I'm taking The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Okay. All right. And then we've got Dennys, your final pick.
I am going to go with American Horror Story.
Oh, man.
Okay.
That's a pretty good show if anyone hasn't
Virginia
seen it.
would hate it.
Oh, it's so creepy and
Very
scary.
creepy.
And it's so, you're a witch. You should like creepy things.
I'm a white witch.
Season 3 is
I'm
about
a good
witches.
witch.
You should watch it.
I'm a good witch, not an evil
You
witch.
keep telling yourself that.
Bird, it's all left to you. Final pick in the draft.
It's between an old staple or a newer one I'm into. What to do? Sweet
It's always a
Dennys.
tough one, right? Number 3.
I think it's such a funny cartoon. South Park. I'm going with South Park.
Okay.
It counts. That's such a good show.
That
Yeah.
makes me laugh, man. They do not give a F of who they offend.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Right. That has been on a very long time.
So they
Yeah.
have all of the episodes at HBO Max, and I didn't know that. And I'm going through, I think there's 19 seasons all available on
I
HBO.
remember in the mid-90s when I was in Kansas City loving that show.
But they deliberately they go after people just to.
I think it came out in 96.
Yeah, I think so. I remember when it launched. Yeah, talking about me. Hey, have you seen this new cartoon? It's crazy.
Yeah, so
I
they
didn't
were
live here yet.
real shocking at first, and then they became very social commentary They kind of make fun of society. Each season has a theme to it now.
Oh, really? Okay.
Very cleverly done.
You were telling me about Chef. That's a true story?
Yeah, they one of the cast members that was on the show for a long time, they fired because he didn't want to do an episode about Scientology because he was a Scientologist, Isaiah Hayes. And so what they did was they fired him in the next episode. They pretty much just wrecked him. They
killed him?
They killed him. They made him come back as a poorly animated character, and they took a bunch of voice clips from all the seasons and made him say sentences out of it. And they basically just destroyed the guy, which is crazy.
They
because
butchered it.
Their creed was that we make fun of everything. Nothing can be exclusive.
Right.
So the fact that he's been with them this whole time, and the fact that he was standing up against one topic, he goes, we make fun of everything. We can't just not make fun of this now.
Right.
So that's why they did it, and they did it epically in that episode.
Everything is open season.
Yes.
Okay, just to recap the KVJ draft for the best TV shows from the 2010s, I've got Breaking Bad, Mad Men, and The Americans. Suits has got The Office, Stranger Things, and The Walking Dead. Virginia has got Modern Family, Top Chef, and The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Dennys has got Veep, Justified, and American Horror Story, and Jaybirds got Parks and Recreation, Game of Thrones, and South Park. Okay, there you go. Well, the KVJ Nation always lets us know the shows that we should have drafted that we didn't. Keep in mind, there's only 5 people, 3 each, 15 shows you can do from the 2010s. People said Friends would have worked. Apparently, they had a new episode that aired after 2010.
Other than the fact that everybody on this show hates Friends.
Yeah. Sons of Anarchy is one people were saying
had
on
it.
this.
It was on my list, but I didn't know it was going to win me the tournament. I'm going to win today, my friends.
You got The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah, I thought about it.
Scandal, somebody had said. Okay. Better Call Saul.
I thought about it. Again, didn't think it was going to win the tournament.
Yeah. Succession, which is a great show. If you haven't watched that, I just don't know if that has a big enough fan base.
It is a good show. It doesn't have enough fan base.
Yeah. Community, Fleabag. A lot of people say that's a great show. The Wire, a lot of people love. Nobody chose that. Silicon Valley, which I love that show, but I don't think anybody would have liked that.
No,
pick.
but that was a pretty solid
There's ones that we liked personally, but again, are we trying to win this thing?
Yeah.
You've got Watchmen, The Good Place, The Crown, The Handmaid's Tale, Atlanta, BoJack Horseman, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I know Dennys loves that.
That was an overlook on my side.
I mean, there's clearly one weakling with the 5. I think we all know who that is.
Yeah.
Their name rhymes with Schmersminja.
Beat you last week. I'll beat you again this week.
It ain't last week, dog.
Yeah, so we'll see. Tomorrow, this time, we'll get you the winners on that. All right, it's that time of week. Y'all excited for another round of Producer Denny's Joke Jury?
Need it.
Yeah, feeling it.
This is a big one. This is the first comedy act he's done since cutting the hair. Did the funny go away?
Is he like that meeting Samson?
He cut his hair. He got his first vaccine shot.
Yeah.
Did.
It might have thrown everything off.
Whoa.
There's a lot happening over there.
Dang.
Busy.
Yeah. All right, well, let's see how he does. We are on the joke jury. We'll let him know what hits and what misses. Go ahead, Denny's.
Joke 1. What soda haunts old stage theaters?
What soda haunts old stage theaters? I don't know what.
The Fanta of the Opera?
Okay.
I love soda.
Yeah.
I love Denny's. It works.
A musical joke.
Fanta of the Opera. Okay.
Second joke. What do activists do when they have a Post-it note?
What do activists do when they have a Post-it note? I don't know.
They stick it to the man.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
That's her being polite.
Yeah. She didn't like it.
Damn.
All right.
Third joke for you guys. What do caterpillars use for self-defense?
I don't know. What do they use?
A butterfly knife.
Okay. Right. Yes. Okay. That's good and clever.
Oh.
Instead of laughs, you're getting some which is good.
Getting a dad joke glass.
That's a win.
Fourth joke. How does cheese feel when it's shredded at the table?
How does cheese feel when it's shredded at the table? I don't know. How does it feel?
Degraded.
Oh, okay.
Okay, he's back.
There we go.
Cheese
There we
comedy.
go.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's good.
Get some credit on that one.
And final joke. Why was the magician so generous about giving away candy?
It sounds creepy. I don't know why.
Because he still had some Twix up his sleeve.
Okay. Quick up his sleeve. Okay. Dennys came back. Nice rebound there.
Home run job.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Very nice.
There you go. Solid little round. Now, this is something interesting. And is it a condition? Is it just Jaybird's mind? You say that you see faces in everything.
I do. It's a real thing. Some people can look at certain objects. For example, if I look at Virginia's sweater or even little things in the ceiling, I can notice and pick out faces. Now, I'm not saying that they're ghosts or anything, but I do see perfectly shaped faces almost everywhere I go. I'll be walking in Publix. I saw a face the other day in a Ritz cracker bag. I'm walking, and there's a crease in there, and the face just caught me off guard. I was like, whoa.
We need to get you a nap and a girlfriend. You're getting
In that order?
weirder by the day.
Dog, it's a real... I gotta stop calling you a dog, too. I'm calling you dog a lot.
Now, my question...
I see it all the time, Kev.
Okay, now, is it something because you're always trying to see faces and things? Because I remember as a kid, you'd lay on the grass, and then you'd say to somebody, hey, do you see any faces in the clouds? And then all of a sudden, you start to see faces and things, but intentionally, you had to mention it.
That's not what's going on. It'll be me and Virginia sitting here, and all of a sudden I just look down, and there's a face looking at me, and I go, why is there a face looking at me? And then I'll notice the crease in her outfit looking back at me. Just like at Publix, I was not looking for faces in the crackers. I was just walking down there and go, oh my gosh, there's a face looking back at me. Look at that. Look at the nose. It's so perfectly shaped.
Remember when Jaybird saw that ghost face in his dog's ear?
Yep.
Yeah, and you two clowns are the only ones. Oh, I don't see it. I went around several happy hours, and they all saw the face.
All the drunks saw it.
The staff too, Virginia.
Okay.
That one picture of the ghost face in my old dog's ear, that was a legit face ghost.
So you've been seeing faces for a while.
But it's not these. I wouldn't say these are ghosts or anything.
Okay.
They jump out at me. Faces they're everywhere.
Yeah, well, you might have this condition that is actually, I guess, a real thing called face pareidolia. It's the phenomenon of seeing faces in everyday objects. It's a very human condition that relates to how our brains are wired.
Yes, that's exactly it. But I'm finding some really well-detailed pictures and faces. I'm sorry. Real well-detailed faces that I've been taking pictures of. I've been making a little face gallery.
Okay, like a book of pareidolia.
But then I thought, no one wants to see this. This is a lame project.
No, I actually, oddly enough, want to see it because I want to see if I see it. It'd be like, okay, do I see what he's talking about?
I've got one from the camping trip that I was just looking up at the tent, and there was a face in the tent looking. I mean, it looked like, I'm going to sound crazy, but
well, it never stopped you before.
It looked like a bald Jesus.
And
really?
It looked like a bald Jesus, Kevin.
And people don't realize that Jesus went to hair club. Little known Bible facts.
Amen.
Amen.
do these face sightings happen to coincide with any bong hitting?
No, I knew that would be. You would question my sanity with either me being crazy
I
or
question your sanity and your sobriety.
No, it's got nothing to do with. I'm not one of those people that will drink something or smoke something. Go, whoa! I see an elephant with 9 heads. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
If you find something like that, send it over my way.
I'll have what he's having.
Yeah, they call that PCP.
Okay. Well, maybe, Jaybird, you've actually got this face pareidolia then.
What are the people saying on the text? Are they saying I'm crazy, or they're going, yeah, I know someone that's got this condition?
All morning they've been saying you're crazy.
Yeah, they're forwarding names of psychiatrists.
Yeah.
I could use one.
But it's not just because of this topic. Coming up here, we're going to be doing another round of You Can't Make a Face after we get through the dirt and all that. Going to be trying my wife's ginger shots to the test, which I love a ginger shot when it's got a kick to it. But when it kicks, I mean, it smacks you in the face. You should be making a face.
This is straight ginger?
It's the straight ginger juice the way my wife makes it. I'm curious because it will curl me up a little bit. I'm just kind of curious if it'll have that effect on anybody else.
Stone-faced Pennington's not going to make a move.
Stoned?
Not making a move. Yes. Jaybird was telling us how he sees faces in everyday objects, and it's actually a thing called face pareidolia. It's a very human condition that relates to how our brains are wired. A lot of people have it. Somebody, just to let you know, actually has put up a Twitter account called Faces in Things, and it's all pictures of regular stuff that look like faces or people or animals. And some people even sent us some photos of ones that they do, so you're not alone. People had had like a whole thing of socks that was on their dryer that they think looks like Dave Grohl.
Thank goodness that the other weirdos are coming out to support me.
Yeah.
It could be that it's just a Dave Grohl sock.
Well, it's not. It's a whole thing of like it's in a clear bin, and it's all these different socks together that make up Dave Grohl's face.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm putting up, I showed you one of the pictures. I saw in a tent. It was the top of a tent, and the tent top was wrinkled, and it just kept on, I kept on looking up and go, that looks like a face. And I took the picture. The Kevin Ralston said he saw the face. Our sweet Denny said he saw the face. Of course, the witch didn't.
Well, oddly enough, Dennys and I said it looked like the exact same thing. It looks like one of the statues from Easter Island.
I'm putting it up on our KVJ Facebook page right now.
And we both said that separately in different rooms.
They did. I'm putting it up now. Do you guys see the face that we all see?
Yeah. And then maybe somewhere else you can put the Easter Island thing. I wonder if people see that. I don't want to suggest it too much for their brain, but...
Okay, I'm about to hit post right now.
Yeah, post
All right.
and then later. Let people have a chance. See what they say. I'm just curious how many other people would, because hopefully they're not listening to the show. It's odd I say that. And then they'll just see it on social, and then we'll see if they say what Dennys and I said, if it matches up. Somebody also said in Sebastian there is Periodolia Brewing. They got pictures of faces and everyday objects all over the bar.
I love that.
Yeah, they're on the TC Wine and Ale Trail.
So you would go there and no one tells you it's a Faces and Stuff bar, and you're like, oh my God!
Overload!
I see faces and everything, Kevin!
It's bigger than you might realize. So,
Don't tell him.
Overload.
Take his ass in there.
And it would
and
just
make him-
completely
He thinks he's tripping.
know his mind.
I would love it.
Coming up here, we're going to put my wife's ginger shots to the test. Thank you very much to Ren, one of our KVJ Nationers. She's like, hey, I'm getting rid of this juicer. You want it? And I'm like, yeah, I'll take it. So we got it from her on Saturday. My wife whipped up a batch of them. Now, I like them with a kick. I like, oof, man, I want to feel that ginger shot. I don't want them watered down. I want the real thing. So I think I make a face almost every time I do a straight old ginger shot, but I want to. We're going to put to the test with the worst of the worst when it comes to making faces. Myself, Bird, and Dennys. We're going to do a draw here in a second. The lowest card is got to face up against my wife's ginger juice. You make a face, you get a shock. Just that simple.
How many ounces is it?
Pull out that shot.
Okay.
I would say that it's probably a good solid 2 to 3 ounces.
Oh, it's a big one, yeah.
Yeah, it's a big dog. It's
2 ounces, and it is...
It kind of looks
meaty.
like mustard relish.
It does look like mustard. When you handed it to me, I thought
Yeah.
it was like French's.
It is, yeah. So it's got full power ginger in there.
Dang.
So we're gonna see exactly who can knock the whole thing down. There cannot be anything left in the bottle.
thing?
The
So
whole
big.
thing. Yeah, it's the whole thing.
Oh, my
all 2 ounces. Oh yeah.
My tummy ain't ready.
Oh,
Bird
you're gonna
gets this.
Ralph.
Oh, we tried it last week. We're going to do it again one more week. This is the original thing that really kind of brought me to the idea of you can't make a face. It was me doing a shot of ginger, and I'm like, can I do this without like making a face? And I could not, for the life of me, knock down one of these potent ginger shots. They're like, ugh. I mean, it grabs your face and just twists it immediately. So what we're doing, we're taking the worst of the worst to play this game. Myself, Bird, and Dennys. We always had the worst luck at not making faces.
And I gotta talk about the headline that we just can't ignore it. They are coming after the witch. Oh, the witch never does anything.
Well, like I said, we're taking the worst of the worst because she, conquered this game. She somehow is stone-faced, and with her witch power, she's able to drink anything and not make a face.
It's annoying. You're gonna drink it. You won't make the face.
And then we're like, okay, great, let's move on.
She'll take 30 minutes to drink it.
Candy. Quack, 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 quack.
So we're going after the weak gazelles here.
Who definitely makes faces.
Yes, it's us three. All right, Bird, you say that
I haven't looked.
ginger doesn't work well for you?
No, I don't do well with ginger.
Okay. I drew a 6 of hearts. Dennys, what did you get?
6 of diamonds.
If we get 3 6s,
That's the devil.
Virginia's going to legit fly off away on her broom.
It goes in descending order. Is that right? So did I draw the higher card than Dennys? Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So, whoa, it's down to Dennys right now.
It's Miho versus Miho.
Okay. All right, what do you got, Bird?
10!
Oh! Okay. Yeah, this would have probably wrecked you for the whole show.
It would have.
Okay. Dennys, you can pay me back next week because you said that your wife also makes some pretty potent ginger shots.
Yeah, I was going to bring them in tomorrow just for you guys to try.
Yeah, okay.
So
Not as fun as a grilled cheese party, just saying.
What are you talking about? Now I'm finally into this. I'm like, this is great. We're exchanging ginger shots.
Ginger party? This is terrible.
This is just my kind of show.
It's totally not what he wanted.
I feel like everybody tries to make it strong. So the one Jen makes, my wife, she makes it so strong.
Would you be upset if Bird just sipped it?
No.
Okay.
We share things.
I figured you did.
color.
I figured you guys have been closer than just
I
doing
try. I
that.
tend to try to get Bird to try some
Just
ginger.
let me try a sip first real quick. I just want to make sure it's a good batch here.
I mean, it looks very thick.
Son of a gun. Whoa.
It's a good batch.
Whoa.
Can I go a little deep on it? I won't go overly
Yeah,
deep.
go deep. I was saying we could even break it into shot glasses. I'll just be the only one with a shot.
I don't know,
collar.
there's something kind of cool about us all sipping off the same bottle, no? It's like we're at camp or something.
Oh my gosh. No, just yeah. Oh, you don't need much. I just got my tongue, dog. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, yes.
There's no way you could have done it. You would have gotten shocked.
Somehow
gotten shocked.
I don't know how that just happened.
He ran out of the room.
I knew it was gonna punch him in the face like that.
Dang. That's just
He's
ginger?
he's not doing well.
Wow.
That's just ginger.
It instantly gave me a hiccup. What is in that, lava?
It's so strong, man.
I hate it.
I mean, she does not hold back. It is.
Do you at least feel good afterwards?
I actually feel like I'm so unhealthy right this second.
You look terrible.
I feel terrible.
Did you spit up on yourself?
I think I did.
He's not doing well.
I'm that big dramatic. That is hot.
It's unreal, isn't it? I'm telling you. That's why I want you to experience it. Oh,
Are you ready for this, Big D?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try because I do like ginger shots.
Yeah.
But man, they're strong.
you might be able to do better. I think I would have gotten shocked. Bird definitely would have gotten shocked. There's no doubt about it. Okay, Dennys is the one that's got to pay the piper if he makes a face here. Stare it in. Bird, are you composed enough to run the shocker?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll do it. That one.
He's all wet. He's
Yeah, you do.
damp.
Huh?
I'm a little off right now.
It's tough, isn't it? Look at him. It's going to ruin
He
Bird.
looks like he just had the shocker.
Yeah, no, that worked him over.
Literally.
You did less than an ounce of ginger, by the way. Less than an ounce. The full shot would have been 2. So Dennys has got about an ounce and a quarter to
There's
go
a lot of
through.
ginger, guys.
It is
A
a lot
lot.
of ginger. I'm telling you, that will. Okay, let's see if Dennys can do it. Can he knock down a little bit over an ounce of the Mexican Queen's ginger juice? All right, dude. Let's see it. Bird,
right.
get ready to shock him if he makes a face.
No face.
Bottoms up, fellas.
Yep, here he goes. All the way down.
Oh,
all the
he's
way down. It's
chugging.
gotta
Oh,
be
there's
empty.
so much.
Oh, and it's got like. Okay, Dennys.
He did not make a face.
Oh, look at that. Dennys got it. Whoa. Okay,
And it
you
looks
can
like
let it go.
Looks like you have mustard beard.
Oh, after he did it, what do you think? Your eyes
It's so
are
bad.
on fire.
It's so bad.
He
Whoa.
can't speak.
I can't even talk. He can't talk. Do you want water? Open up.
Oh, man. It's insane, isn't it?
Jeez.
Wow.
Why do we do
Right?
this? Why do we do this in the middle of the show?
Right.
We're all down and out, and guess who's still powerful? The witch.
Yeah, she's feeling great.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Cackles in the microphone.
How does that compare to your wife's? You said your wife does some strong ones.
Oh jeez. One's strong.
Yeah.
The wife cuts it with apple to help a little bit, but man, I can.
That's straight
Oh,
up.
Kim don't give you no apple.
No, we're not gonna make anything sweet in this.
If Jen's ginger shots are hotter than that, then what are you even doing to yourself? What's the point?
I told you, I thought that was about the high max level.
Yeah, it's rough.
Does it kind of make you buzzed?
It does. I only had quarter of an ounce, and yeah, it does. It kind of, You're right. There is a weird thing that happens in your head after doing it.
Is it wrong that
It's a ginger high.
Is it wrong that I'm eyeballing that Kahlua over there?
Yes.
It's wrong?
That's- yeah.
Definitely wrong.
That's just the alcoholism talking.
You got problems.
All right, that I know.
Okay. All right. Hey, we all got things, right?
We got to call Michael Lohan and get
Yeah.
you into a rehab facility.
Oh, you got a
I
lot
think
of
he's
nerve.
busy right now.
A lot of nerve, lady.
He's got one to recommend.
He's all pissed.
Only going to cost your insurance $27,000.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Time to make your confessions. We all do bad things. Some of them are more entertaining than others. So this is a chance for you to cleanse your soul. Yeah, we can all do better, but it just feels a little bit more human when we reveal some of our most terrible secrets and our darkest thoughts. And that's
Misery
what we
loves
have
company,
today.
they say.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So here's what people are confessing to us today via text 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. Our first confession today says, I put a post on Nextdoor saying that I was collecting all used Christmas trees to recycle and make money for a children's charity. I then listed the address of my a-hole neighbor and laughed for weeks as dead trees started piling up on his front lawn. That's just terrible. That's terrible.
No, I think that's brilliant.
Okay. All right.
It's diabolical. It's
Yeah.
everything you want in an evil revenge plot.
So brave of you to confess that, though. Thank you.
Thank you for your bravery.
Yes, thank you. This confession says, my boyfriend wants to move in together, but he is gluten intolerant and will not have bread at home.
Oh, man.
Wait, she can't even have bread?
He doesn't like bread in the home because he's gluten intolerant.
This guy's a moron.
She says, honestly, I think I love bread more. Okay.
You want freedom more.
That's the thing. If I was a person that was struggling with my bread addiction, which I do, by the way, I have a bread addiction. Give me bread till I'm dead. I would never say to my partner, "You can't bring bread in here," because I struggle with it. Now you have to. To not eat bread. I don't like that.
It's stupid.
It is,
You tackle your own demons, and if you have the gluten problem, then you don't get to eat bread.
Choose bread.
I don't like it.
This confession says, 20 years ago, I desperately wanted to get away from my in-laws, and so I excused myself to the upstairs bedroom to watch a Star Wars movie. Truth is, I'm not a Star Wars fan. There wasn't even a Star Wars movie coming on, but it was just the first thing I could think of. Now I am bombarded every Christmas and birthday with Star Wars memorabilia. My own fault.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I know a guy that'll buy it off
Right.
of you.
I'll
He likes to pay top dollar plus.
This confession that was texted into us says, I post fake sightings of rare birds on Twitcher forums just so that I know that these sad sacks are driving to remote wastelands for no reason.
Oh, that's not nice.
Again, not cool.
I mean, really? You're gonna be mean to bird watchers? They seem like the most peaceful, sweetheart, loving people.
But that's what they do. It is amazing. I knew somebody that grew up with a dad who was a bird watcher, and they were always, every Saturday morning, getting up at like 4 a.m. to drive to all these garbage dumps and way off places and random. It's never in the middle of like a city. It's like the worst places to go, and they may sit there for 10 hours and not see anything.
I went to school with a bird watcher, and he was a little off. And then my dad became a bird watcher, and I'm becoming a bird watcher too. I sat out in the morning.
Damn, it's in your genes.
I watched birds for 45 minutes in my backyard, just pecking, eating, humping.
Really?
You watch bird porn?
I watched it all. I would just watch birds being birds.
You see birds humping, huh?
Just
You
in
need to document that.
their bird world.
This confession says, I work security at a super Walmart, and I see the same guy always stealing baby formula.
Ooh.
He looks like he needs it, and I've never stopped him, and I never will. In fact, I really only stop people from shoplifting who look like they can truly afford what they're stealing. I'm terrible at my job.
I think you're kind of Robin Hood.
The other thing too is, and this is not a go out and steal because it's wrong to do, but it's easy to steal at a Walmart.
It is.
It really is. Yeah. I mean, I'm not talking. You can't walk out with a fake pool or a plastic pool or something, but you can open things up if they don't catch you.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of times you can't even get them to open up the cologne section. You think that catch anyone stealing?
Yeah. So what are the biggest items you're stealing?
Oh, I would not steal.
Oh, okay.
I
That was coming next.
No, I don't
We're going to have just
steal,
open
dog.
confessions. Okay. This confession says, I once had a stripper openly laugh in my face when I pulled out my Velcro wallet.
Oh,
What's wrong with the Velcro wallet?
that's the problem. If you don't know what's wrong with the Velcro wallet,
Oh, whatever. You stuck up witch. I love me a Velcro. I think Velcro is fun, makes a great sound.
Let's take you to the club then.
How are we friends? We're such different people.
the last time he was at the club, it didn't go well.
It never does.
I've never taken him to the club again.
Only time a club works out well for me is if it's a sandwich. It's the only time.
Club sandwich. Some more KVJ confessions here. My friend started a terrible podcast that is long and boring.
Oh, no. Is it called Weird and Whatever?
Whatever.
I've never listened to more than 5 minutes of it, but I always tell him that each episode is great.
That's so funny because I had that situation too where I'm like, yeah, I'll listen to the podcast. It was an hour and 45 minutes long. I'm like, dude, I can't listen to this whole thing.
This confession says, when I was 14, I would disguise my wanking sessions with the smell of fart spray, so my mom would think that I was actually going poo-poo. But then as she smelled more, she thought I had digestive issues and actually took me to the doctor because of it.
Oh.
That's the trick when you are coming of age and you are trying to get some whatever time in the shower. By 15, I knew everybody in my family was counting down the minutes. If I went 12 mins, I knew they thought I was tugging it.
So you had to start before you got in the shower, huh?
Yes. If I was in there for 12 mins or longer.
He's very out of condensed time. You know, he's kind of like a pit crew in NASCAR.
Yeah.
Maybe you can start while you're pooping.
They knew if you went deeper than 12 minutes in a shower, talk was happening in the Pennington household.
This confession says, I committed to med school to chase a girl I wanted to sleep with. I hated my classes, but I loved the girl. Anyway, I never banged her, and now I'm a doctor.
Wow, that worked out well for you, though.
I guess. That's kind of interesting. Somebody said, I'm in a phase where I'd rather jerk it than bang my chick. She's hot and wants it all the time.
Oh, poor baby.
I know, right? It must be tough. Somebody said, when I was a senior in high school, I was a maid in a motel. If the sheets didn't look too dirty after a checkout sometimes, I wouldn't change them.
Oh, boy, that's tough to hear.
Yeah. Okay. I was told the size of my package was less than satisfying from a tiny, skinny woman, so I tried to make an appointment to get it enlarged and was basically told that I'm now too poor to afford the procedure.
But okay, how do we know that, lack of a better term, the hallway wasn't too big?
I think he's saying she was a tiny girl.
But that means nothing.
I don't know.
I mean, you could be Virginia size and, I'm a ballroom.
You can, okay.
Do you hold dances?
I'm trying to be clean for the radio. It's not working so good.
Catering coming this way. DJ, you can set up over here.
And one more confession. I am a train driver and like nothing better than watching someone run from my train, then closing the doors and driving off just as they reach it. Aww. It's even more fun when they have heavy luggage. After 15 years, I never get bored of this. Is this why I'll go to hell? Yes.
Yeah, dude.
It is.
That's messed up.
That is messed up. And now I know if I get to the train and the door closes in my face, I probably got your train.
He's giggling.
A-hole. Jaybir's got a stalker update. Uh-oh. You ran into your stalker again that's been after you for years?
Did you finally give her what she wanted? You know what she wants.
All right. Let's not make this worse than Nikki. Sweet Dennys, we were leaving the Publix near me, and we were walking out, and Dennys goes, oh, dude, she's back there. She's looking at us as we're leaving Publix.
So she was sitting in her car?
No, she was in Publix looking out at us walking out of Publix. So when you look back towards the register, she was behind the register, but not in line, but just looking out at us. And I looked back and she was looking at us. I'm like, oh no, she's in town. So me and Dennys, we took off. And we thought we had lost her, so we went over across the street to the liquor store. You know where that's at. As we're walking out, she's in her car and drives by. I swear I'm not following you, and then takes off driving.
Damn.
Oh, wow. So she knows she's the stalker.
Oh, yeah.
And
She goes in our chat room.
Okay.
She's in our chat room. She goes in there to weird everybody out. It's not her real name in the chat room, but she likes to stir it up a little bit.
Her real name's not Stalker in the chat room?
It's not... No, I don't know if I should even say her fake name.
Don't.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're right.
because he just eggs her on.
Yeah, but Denny, you noticed her first.
Yes, I've grown quite acclimated to her presence, I guess you could say.
Well, remember she found Denny's in Publix before when he was shopping.
That's right.
Yeah, she's very brazen.
Okay.
The audience wants me to dox her.
Well, but did you mention something like she lives out of town? Is that what it is?
No, I don't know where the hell she lives at. Out of town.
Okay. I thought you said she was in town.
If I had to guess,
just
she
pops
lives
around.
locally.
Oh, she's local. Oh, she's
okay.
definitely local.
Okay.
You did say she was in town. Because
Well,
I heard that too.
I
I was
meant-
like, did she leave?
I meant in my town.
Because you've moved
I've
like
moved.
areas
She's-
and towns over, and now she came to your new area.
She's been in West Palm. She's been in Gardens before. I mean, everyone knows where I live at anyway.
So when you saw her in the Publix before, it wasn't that Publix.
No.
No, I've seen her because we used to live over by Village, so
She's coming for you.
Yeah, again, the cops say you can't do anything. There's nothing you can do because there's nothing really bad.
Yeah, because I got to tell you, it is rare that I wind up at another Publix. I think typically you usually wind up
You
near your...
stick to your own Publix.
Normally, yeah.
Usually.
She's not. She's doing this on purpose.
Yeah.
It usually weird stuff happens on Weird and Whatever because I'm broadcasting live from my
Yeah.
house, and I think. I don't know. I think I think that attracts something. I don't know.
They feel it like a bat signal and they're drawn.
Last Wednesday we did the Weird and Whatever podcast, and got a knock on the door. So there's always stuff going on around there after the Weird Whatever podcast. It shows, oh, you're up.
It's like when you mess with the Ouija board, you get spirits.
But I don't
when
know
you
if-
mess with the Weird and Whatever, you get weirdos.
I mean, she's so not like. You should see some of the emails I'm getting, and these
Yeah.
are people that are struggling with weird problems.
You're their guru.
He really is. He's the tribal leader of all things weird.
I don't know why they come to me.
King Weirdo. Look at this guy. He's wearing a crown. He's got on a cloak.
He put on this cloak. Meanwhile, it's covered in stains.
Yeah.
He's King Stains.
It's an old costume from our costume. Virginia likes to make it. Oh, burns good stains everywhere. It's from our costume closet.
Okay. What's going on in that closet?
That's the other thing we got to talk about. I
Is
think
that where everybody's hooking up?
think,
and what are those stains?
they call that 7 minutes in heaven in there.
It looks like rags from a porn set, Kevin. It's gross.
Well, maybe I should wear an old grandma cloak to work like you do every day.
I'm warm.
No, you're cold.
All right, if you'd like to see King Weirdo, KVJ TV is up. Go to YouTube and look for the KVJ show and see the madness.
There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. Huh, so many people on meth. Ow!
Well, look at this. Apparently, stalking is not just a South Florida phenomenon. A woman in Japan was arrested for stalking a police officer who arrested her last year.
Girl, what are you doing?
And guess what he arrested her for last year?
Stalking.
Yeah.
Dummy.
Does she follow him around at Publix too?
How about that, huh? Well, a lot of weirdos here to follow your tribe in the Whacked Out News today, King Weirdo. A 22-year-old guy in New York saw a FedEx driver singing in his truck, and he thought he was flirting with his girlfriend, so he went after him with his bow and arrow.
Oh my gosh, that's aggressive.
That is very aggressive, isn't it? He's now facing charges for harassment, reckless endangerment, menacing, and criminal possession of a weapon. There's a guy who was flying out of Las Vegas on Frontier Airlines last week and was furious when they charged him a $55 baggage fee. So the next day, he called the airlines and threatened to kill everyone at the call center and blow up the airport.
Oh, my.
And now he's facing charges for making terrorist threats. See how many unhinged people there are in this world?
Yes. You got to be careful. When you go out,
Wow.
you better have your wits about you because people are getting crazier.
They are. There's a farmer in Michigan that's been in a fight with his neighbor over the property line. So the farmer decided to mark the line by building a 250-foot-long wall made out of cow poo.
Will that hold up?
I would think it'd be kind of like mud. I mean, even if it rained, it would just kind of run down, but it would pack up like a wall.
I believe we have some audio of this.
Okay.
I believe.
All right. Well, the neighbor hates it, but the city says there's nothing really they can do about it because technically it's on the farmer's property.
It probably has some agricultural benefit.
They normally spread it on the field, but decided to make a fence out of it. When you got renters, they have to live with this every day. I come here to mow the lawn.
And they are consistently ruining my morning as I walk out.
Can't leave the window open because the whole upstairs will smell like it.
Wow. That is intense.
Oh, just a big wall of poo. But I'll tell you what, though, if you are a farmer, it doesn't bother you. Them farm boys back where I'm from, like you'd drive through the country, you smell cow manure like crazy. And they would always say, you know what I smell? I'd be like, crap. And they'd be like, nope, money.
Yeah, they're gross. I can't.
Between the ginger shot and then that story
Poo walls.
and stained dresses I'm wearing,
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
There's a guy in Maine that got arrested after he stole a Jeep and then kept ramming it into his own truck for some reason.
What the hell?
Again, people are unhinged. What are you doing, dude?
I don't get it.
I don't either. People don't even make sense. They're just violently nonsensical. A guy in Tallahassee got arrested on multiple charges after he allegedly pointed a gun at the head of a tow truck driver who was repossessing his car.
So you're going to find a lot of people that are going to have a meltdown when it comes to tow trucks. I've seen it. I've been one of those people. And not all tow people, but some tow people, they like to dance on your miserable time.
Okay.
I mean, the one woman that was working at the tow place, you walk up to get your car, and her shirt says, don't ask me any questions because I don't effing care. So right off the bat, you're like, oh,
It's aggressive.
it's aggressive.
Wow.
It's, oh, screw you. You lost the car.
Okay. There's a woman in Illinois that could get up to 3 years in prison for revenge porn for sharing nude photos that her fiance's mistress sent to him.
Good. People that do that need to be taken down. You can't do that.
You
Upload
can't.
porn of people when they think it's a private moment. That's so very wrong.
Horrible.
Woman in Missouri has been sentenced to 10 years in prison after pleading guilty to smuggling a loaded gun that was hidden in her lady tunnel into a county jail.
I like Lady Tunnel.
Can't do that. And this is kind of interesting. The guitarist for a rock band in Middleburg, Florida, used his excellent hearing skills to find a guy who went missing this week. Rescuers were looking for the guy in a wooded area right next to the home of Randy Winter, who's in the band Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. And he's been playing and recording music for so long, it's forced him to hone in his listening skills. So he goes outside, just gets quiet, starts listening, and heard something that sounded like it could be a person. He told the cops where it came from, and they found the guy.
No way.
How crazy is that, huh?
That's insane.
That is pretty insane. This is an insane headline. This actually came from CBS 11 in Colorado Springs. The headline says, Boulders, Block Road, and Boulder Canyon near Boulder, according to Boulder County Sheriff's Office.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of
Oh, man. My brain ain't ready for that.
That's tough. That's a tough one.
You broke me.
They say chicken rentals have spiked during the pandemic.
Chicken Reynolds?
Rentals.
Oh. Like, who is Chicken Reynolds?
I went to the post office the other day to go mail something, and 2 different people were there picking up live chickens that somebody sent through the mail.
No way.
Is this a big thing? Like, are chickens hot right now?
All it takes is people to go crazy. Oh, everyone eats chickens now. Just like the toilet paper, people start buying chickens.
They are, yeah. During the pandemic, it's picked up. One, people were using them for emotional support. Other people were doing them to get eggs, but it kind of became one of those, you know how like the urban hippie?
Yeah.
They're making their own gardens. They're getting their own chickens.
Totally, yeah.
It's kind of become a thing.
The chickens flash you a peace sign.
Hey, man. Bark, bark. 12-year-old in North Carolina named Mike Wimmer is about to graduate from high school and college in the same week. He's 12.
Dang.
He's the valedictorian at his high school, which has its graduation on May 21st, and he'll get his associate's degree from a community college then a week later. He's planning to go into robotics, but can you imagine that? You're 12 and you're done with high school and college?
He is going to make some cash.
Yeah, no doubt. Got some random questions here for you. Let's say you've been kidnapped. 30 minutes later, your kidnapper just dumps you on the street because you will not shut up about what? They can't take it.
For me, it's going to be food. I talk for some people that don't love food. They get very annoyed with my act. I go on like it's a person and a relationship with this food, and it would annoy the person the way I do it.
It could also be that you keep seeing faces and stuff.
I think that's fascinating.
I think mine would be Ohio State Buckeye football, and the high school players are trying to recruit.
Yeah, about 20 minutes of that, I would want to maybe drive into a wall.
That would tap somebody out really fast.
That's a rough one. At least the faces see. It's kind of weird and mysterious.
Food's relatable. Everybody's got to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ohio State football. Wait, what? Virginia, what about you?
Mine might be how everybody on Vanderpump Rules is now having babies all at the same time. It's kind of crazy within weeks of each other.
Yeah, I want to jump out of a moving car.
I would hate 30 minutes.
I mean, that was 10 seconds, and I'm already just so turned off by it.
I think we probably all have something. Okay, what actor makes you think any movie they're in is going to suck?
That's awesome.
There's a couple of people that you kind of see, and I'm trying to think who it was. Gosh, there was a guy that was in all these shows in the 80s, and he was in like everything, and they're all pretty bad. I'm trying to remember who it was.
I may be able to help you out with this. Give me some more clues here.
You know what? I think he was the quarterback in Revenge of the Nerds.
Stan Gable.
Yes.
Yes. I don't know, man. Revenge of the Nerds is a great movie.
Yeah, and they didn't really, I guess they didn't suck, but they weren't great. At least from my era. Ted McGinley is his name, and he was in just a bunch of everything. I think he was in Married with Children for a while.
Yep, he was.
So it's weird. I'm a huge Nicolas Cage fan. I think his older movies are really good, but if it's a Nicolas Cage movie from 2008 on, I know it's going to suck. I know modern day Nicolas Cage movies are going to suck. And maybe I'm wrong. If you have a modern day Cage movie I need to watch, let me know.
Nicolas can't bring it anymore.
I think he's fun.
It'd be interesting to hear what your case is for when you see him. And I guess I'll stick with my boy Ted McGinley here from back in the day. First of all, he's got a great name, Ted McGinley.
It's good.
He was in Troop Beverly Hills. He was in Major League Back to the Minors.
Terrible movie.
So if that comes on, you see Ted McGinley and you go, oh, this is going to suck.
That was the worst Major League.
He was just in the movie Dick. He was in The Big Tease.
Oh, Jenna in the chat room's got a good one. Rob Schneider. And that's not even being cute.
Oh, right.
He a lot of times is in crappy movies.
You're right.
Yeah, there's a lot. Who would be that person? The other one is, he's the real weird guy that was in the, it was actually in a good movie. What is it? He can't cry. Remember, he doesn't have tear ducts. Who am I thinking about? He looks like he's albino. He's kind of crazy. He had a motorcycle accident.
Gary Busey.
Gary Busey.
I could not disagree more. He is in some great movies. Point Break, Doug, Utah. Get me too.
He had a point where he was in great movies, and then after that, he was in just terrible movies. He was in Lethal Weapon and Point Break and Under Siege.
He was in the Buddy Holly movie.
He was. And it was 1978. But something happened, I think it was right around 92, 93, where he was in all these kind of pretty decent movies. And then he started being in, let me see, he was in the TV series Gary Busey Pet Judge.
I kind of want to look that up.
Is he like the Judge Wapner for when pets have disputes?
I think he is, yeah. That kind of sounds awesome, Kevin.
He played Coach Dombrowski in Mama Boy in 2016. He was in Sharknado 4, Bikini Model Academy, Mansion of Blood.
Bikini Model Academy. There's no way that could ever be good.
He was in Confessions of a Womanizer.
He's working, though.
Yeah, no, I know he was. Piranha 3DD. That was a Gary Busey movie. So, yeah, typically now if I see Gary Busey, I'm like, this has got to be terrible. Okay, next question here. If you traveled back in time 1,000 years with no preparation, what would you invent with the skills and expertise you currently possess? Jeez, I unfortunately have nothing to contribute to the world 1,000 years ago.
Oh, I'm gonna play this song for you guys. I'm just working on it. Wounded is wounded.
What are you gonna play it on the harpsichord?
Yeah, you played on. I'll make some kind of instrument out there.
I think I would go back and just cuisine and be like, bam, taste this. And they'd be like, whoa,
okay.
How is she doing this?
That's awfully arrogant.
Did they have coat hangers 1,000 years ago? I feel like I could make a coat hanger.
A coat hanger, okay. I thought I could make a good spoon.
I think they had spoons 1,000 years ago.
Did they?
Yeah.
All right, we might have to end the show. I feel like I'm about to go to bed.
You broke his brain. They had spoons.
I'll just say I could make a spoon, though. If I had to make a spoon.
Well, they already have spoons. They're like, look, we got spoons.
All right, dog. Get it. All right, that was a bad answer.
He would go back and invent the wheel. Dude, we got wheels.
Okay, we got wheels. We got fire, dude.
We got spoons.
Thanks. This guy's not contributing a bit.
But we don't have room. There it is.
You go back and they kill you.
Probably.
Okay, final random question. The best place in South Florida to grab a drink.
Oh, that's a good one.
A day drink.
A day drink.
That's the difference. Yeah, not a night drink. Where's the best place in South Florida to day drink?
I like drinking by the water. I like seeing some manatees.
Yeah, I'm going to throw out E.R. Bradley's.
You love Bradley's.
I do. It's solid.
Well, it was you telling going on and on about the raps. Was that you?
No. Not at all.
You keep asking everybody that. You asked me that, and I told you no. Now you're asking him that. You need to go find that person. It's not us.
I must find them.
Somebody was telling him that raps at E.R. Bradley's are great, and he can't let it go.
I have been asking that, haven't I?
Yes, I've heard you ask like 6 people.
Okay.
And everybody looks confused.
May I please have my head back?
Okay, I'll let people answer on that. Do you have one, Virginia?
Well, I'm a Jupiter girl, so I would say, 1000 North is great. Charlie and Joe's Love Street is great.
That area, you can't argue with that. I mean, yeah, you got Square Grouper, all that in there.
And then a little note, don't sleep on the Jupiter Beach Resort. They have a really lovely tiki bar.
Yeah, they do.
And whole beachfront area for dining and drinking.
Okay.
And I don't hate you, Boston's on the beach.
Boston's on the beach is nice.
That's
that whole
fun.
strip there is nice.
Okay, yeah. Sandbar right next door is
yes.
great choice.
I love the Sandbar.
That's, where's that at?
Right next to Boston's on the beach.
Oh, geez, big time attitude over here.
You know, they got great raps. Just let you know, go check it out. You're going to love it.
97.9 WRMF.
Yeah, we're on the radio now, guys.
Oh, sorry. Terrible timing.
Yeah.
He's having a whole conversation.
Yeah, I'm like, he's not going to stop. I don't know if I can turn these mics on or not.
You're right.
Yeah.
I blame you, though.
Yeah, my fault?
Well, you hired me.
Okay, yeah. You're right.
You knew pretty quick.
It is kind of on me.
You knew that pretty quick this was a train wreck?
Yes. There were signs.
There
were signs. We were talking about the best place to day drink in South Florida. Got a lot of really good suggestions that people had. I was trying to think about what our favorites are. I probably said mine was E.R. Bradley's. Virginia, of course, keeping hers close to home, and Tequest up there. That is one of the most solid areas. I would say anywhere. I'll go all the way from the Keys through Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm. Yeah, that is. If you are from Miami, you need to, when they get the train going, get up there and check out that area. You'll be blown away with about 5 or 6 really awesome bars up by a lighthouse on the water.
It's even more now. I mean,
Yeah.
you've got like U-Tiki, you
Yeah.
got jetties, you got all the Charlie and Joes, you got the Guanabanas, you got schooners, then you got the
Square
1000
Grouper.
North,
Yeah.
like Square
On and
Grouper.
on.
That whole block is so much fun.
Call me old-fashioned, but I like to have some drinks at Waterway Cafe, looking at the water, snacking on some fries.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, there's a lot of places to kind of mention. And the one thing that we did too, Dennys figured it out, and we're now going to have it posted probably today on our website, because I do kind of a little map for each part of South Florida that you can go to. And if you're ever like, where can I go get a drink? In fact, that's what I'm looking at right now to remind me of all the great places to go. I kind of mark them on the map, and you'll be able to find that. Even if you're from South Florida, they'd be like, oh, I didn't know about that. That's kind of cool. So I'm always adding places to it. Some of the other ones people will mention, Sandbar and Delray got a lot of mentions. Allison said Sailfish Marina, another solid place.
Yeah.
Johnny Longboats, that area, that little strip on Singer Island, is
Yeah.
a solid place to go. Keither said, don't forget about Benny's on the Beach in Lake Worth.
Oh,
Love it.
You love Benny's on the
Oh,
beach.
I do. That's my friend Jeremy's place.
Does he own it, or is he the chef?
He's a chef owner.
Whoa!
Yeah, so take that.
And I'm hearing great things about Viva La Playa, too, which is right across from that.
Yeah, he's the chef owner there as well. And they are doing beautiful cuisine.
Somebody said to go there for a round of tequila.
Yes.
To find some new tequilas there.
They have some great drinks.
Can you call yourself a chef without going to the school?
Yeah, I could just call myself Chef Kev.
You can, but...
Well, you know what I mean. I know I could be Dr.
you could
Pennington.
you can be Dr. Dre without...
But I'm saying, what if you're a person that can cook really good? You're better than the chefs that you see. They have the schooling. That's why they get the title. Do you have to go to school to be a chef?
No.
Okay.
I think you can learn on the job. Absolutely.
So you technically could be Chef Sinicki?
Technically, but not really. I mean, I haven't been in the weeds.
I don't know, dog. You make them GCPs.
I think, like, if you've worked in a restaurant, you don't have to have gone to culinary school to pick up the skills in a restaurant.
Well, I agree, but it's almost kind of like, let's say I was great at practicing the law, but I never went to law school. But I'm a great lawyer. You can't hire me because I didn't pass the bar.
Yeah, you gotta...
That's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different but same.
Different but different.
Disagree to agree. Let's move on.
Disagree to agree.
Yeah.
It's an interesting way of looking at it. We're going to disagree to agree. I don't want to agree with you. We'll see. That's my point. We disagree to agree.
I think he Jedi mind tricked me.
That's an amazing trick.
I tricked you.
We're going to disagree to agree. Okay. Old Key Lime House, not too far away.
Great one.
Yeah. Banana Boat.
Yeah.
Moving on down.
Yeah.
Bow Campers in Fort Lauderdale.
Is it Key Lime House? Isn't that where Billy Joel had that picture of his nards were kind of hanging out?
No, I think that was when Avocado Grill was on downtown West Palm Beach.
Still is, yeah.
Okay, so when I think about Billy Joel nards, think about Avocado Grill.
Yes.
Got you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He had nards the size of an avocado.
It looked like he was smuggling a couple loaves of bread in there.
Yeah, yeah. Dune Deck at Lantana Beach, somebody had said. Mulligan's Beach House in Lauderdale by the Sea, another place to go check out. Dania Beach is got the quarter deck there on the water. So there's a lot of really good places. So we'll maybe put that up and get a list for you if you want to go out and support some of these places and have a day drink.
Is there still a quarter deck in Jupiter?
No.
Nope.
So the quarter deck in Gardens and Jupiter went under?
I think so.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Didn't have a good run here. It's an orthodontist office now.
We used to do events there back in the day.
We did.
Yeah, and then they closed shortly after.
Was it our fault?
We tanked the place and then moved on.
Sorry, not sorry. Peace.
Hey, would you like to have your bar closed? Bring out the KVJ show.
I don't know. Our people drank.
That's true.
If you're looking to get a bunch of pirates to run up bar tabs, call the KVJ show.
There was one bar we were doing a lot of appearances there, and me and Virginia used to talk about how this don't seem right. This is going to end in disaster. Something shady's going on. It was going shady. Yep.
It wasn't us.
They didn't know, not us. They didn't have money to pay people.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Somebody said Shuckers on the Beach in Jensen is a place that you need to go check out if you want a cocktail in the afternoon. Two Georges, of course, yes, also there, right by the Banana Boat and Point Beach. That's a cozy little area, those two bars back to back.
That's the first place we all ever did a shot ski together.
Remember that? Yeah, they do have that there.
In 2004?
Two Georges.
We were there when I first got on the show?
We did a party boat there. We were jumping back and forth between Banana Boat and Two Georges, and we all did a giant shot ski together.
You remember this, Kevin?
Yeah, I do. I think
too.
you're a little bit more in the bag than I was. I looked over at you, and I'm like going, he's never going to remember this.
Oh, what's new?
And then years later, he's like, Kev, do you remember this?
Virginia's got... You're fine, Kevin. Virginia's got nards.
The size of Billy Joel.
You do. Honestly. To call anybody out on drinking, you need to sit down.
John said the Southport Raw Bar, Fort Lauderdale. Feed the Sea Crows. Oh, that sounds like fun.
Ooh, yeah.
Sounds like...
Slap that onto the map.
Sounds like what you call some of the old patrons there.
The
That
Sea Crows.
Yeah. And then Key West, good argument. Anything from Sloppy Joe's to Irish Kevin's. And my favorite is Boar's. Was it Boar's? I always get confused with Boar's Head. It's Boar's Nest, right?
No, it's the Hog's Breath Saloon.
Hog's Breath, thank you.
That hurt my brain.
But I do love Boar's Nest.
Yeah, Hog's Breath.
Hog's Breath.
I love day drinking there.
Oh, me too. I just love the atmosphere in that bar.
All right, well, thank you for the suggestion. Check out the Google Maps we put up so you know South Florida and other cool towns. And if there's something that is not on the map that should be, you can let us know. Go to kvjshow.com. Denny should have that up.
It's more of the KVJ Show right now on 97.9 WRMF.
Talking about cool little places to go check out, I got the heads up that it looks like Cholo Soy is going to be featured on the Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives show that they do.
Yes. That's Guy Fieri's show.
Yeah. So they had gone in there and filmed. It's going to be tomorrow night at 9 p.m. I know Vanilla Ice popped through for that, but it's kind of a little hidden gem that I've been going to for quite a while. Their ceviche is absolutely amazing. It is right there on Dixie, kind of in that, the antique district that they have there. Some amazing restaurants that are really starting to pop up in there.
I love that little area.
Do you know if they have toy antiques out there?
I haven't shopped for that.
They do have some novelty stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're laughing at me, but I'm over here. I'm asking a legit question.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Go and check it out.
Kevin, thank you.
You're welcome. That's why I'm here. So that is going to be going on, something that you can check out. I see that the weather's going to get a little bit warmer, too.
Oh.
Seems like we're
well, that's good.
Up.
That's good.
Yeah.
I want to jump. I want to go do a little skinny dipping in my pool.
Okay.
You do?
I do.
Let me get the drone.
And look, if you want to look, that's on you. You can take a glance, but once you know I'm naked, go about your business.
Is it like a look at your own risk kind of thing?
It really kind of is.
This is how you get your neighbors to put up bushes and a new fence.
It's true.
Yeah. If you don't put up bushes, you're going to be seeing one.
That's right. Yeah, so get ready for that. Congrats again to Charlene Alfrey of Tequesta. Doubled her paycheck at 9 a.m. More chances to win at 11, 1, 3, and 5 today. Go sign up at WRMF.com. Also wanted to let you know that on our Facebook page and online at KVJShow.com, Dennys does have my little Google Maps of places to check out. It's anywhere down to the Keys, up through South Florida. I got all those places. I got Orlando in there, Atlanta, some other cities as well you can check out. Somebody's asking about Savannah on the After the Show podcast.
Hot spots.
Yeah, that's why that's in there. So Savannah will be in there as well. Places I like, and anything I'm missing, let me know. I'll add it to the map and we'll update it. So ATS going to be coming up here in just a few. And don't forget to also go vote on our Facebook page and Instagram for the KVJ Draft. I got Breaking Bad, Mad Men, and The Americans from the best shows of the 2010s. Suits has got The Office, Stranger Things, and The Walking Dead. Virginia's got Modern Family, Top Chef, The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Lost Place.
Dennys has got Veep, Justified, and American Horror Story. And Bird's got Parks and Recs, Game of Thrones, and South Park.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Okay.
Kevin's trying to talk. All you do is interrupt him. He's trying to host a show.
The nerve of this one.
No respect, Kevin. I'm sorry about my friend.
You. All right, Bird, wrap us up with your thought.
I'm dedicating this one. I think we all should dedicate this one to the woman who tried to get us in trouble yesterday with the tortilla toss. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
If another can easily anger you, It is because you are off balance with yourself.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.